Good morning, and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. When I grow up, I want to be a servant. That's not something we usually hear very often. Usually when we ask our children or grandchildren what they want to be when they grow up, we hear things like astronaut, pro athlete, president of the United States, a teacher, maybe even a preacher. Nobody says they want to grow up to be a servant. And yet, I think there is no higher calling. At least that's what Jesus thought. Over and over throughout the Gospels, Jesus talked about the importance of being a servant. When James and John wanted a special place of honor, Jesus answered them by talking about being the greatest in God's eyes by being a servant to others. He often said things like, "The first shall be last, and the last first," and things like, "The Son of Man came to serve." And in the last week of his earthly life, he took a bowl and a towel and he washed the feet of his disciples, telling them that this was a sign of servanthood and a model of how they should live. Isaiah had said God's words long before. "Here is my servant whom I uphold, my chosen in whom I delight. I will put my spirit upon him." About 25 years ago, the church I was serving invited an actor to portray Jesus. We were all moved by his one-man performance, using the words of the gospel for his script. But the moment that is most seared into my brain was the one where he called me up and washed my feet. I knew he was going to do it. We had arranged it all beforehand. But there was no way I could be prepared to sit there and look at a man who looked just like we pictured Jesus to look, and to experience him washing my feet. Jesus, the Son of God. Such a lowly task. Clear the call to become a servant. It was more than what he taught, you know. It's also what he did. Don't you realize? This Jesus, King of kings and Lord of lords, exalted in the heavens with all the authority and might in the whole universe, this Jesus gave all that up and became one of us. Why? For you. For you. Jesus came and Jesus died for you. Jesus came to serve you. What do you want to be when you grow up? May we hope to become the greatest in God's kingdom. May we grow to serve. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.